Hi, everybody. Welcome again to Enjoy English School. I'm Bruce.
I'm Antony.
Today we have our composition, so you know what happens today.
没错，今天的话我们要讲的是这个作文哦。所以说各位你们要写作文的时候，我们一定要让我们的作文大师 Bruce 老师告诉我们一下这个作文，尤其是这种2选1题型的作文到底要怎么写哦。第一个，我们来先看一下我们的题目。他说 How do you like to travel? 当你觉得 How do you like something 的时候，多半是问你的偏好 your preference。好，如果说今天说 How would you like your steak？ 比方说今天你的这个牛排要怎么做啊？几分熟啊？好，这时候你会用 How do you like something？ 问你对这件事情的看法如何？那我们今天看到这个图片就知道说，哦，原来是选自由行。或者呢，你会选择去跟团，好，这两种是最常见的这种旅行的方式嘛，对不对？你会喜欢哪一种呢？这种2选1题型在现在的考试里面非常常见哦。我们赶快来看看我们今天的主题吧。
How do you like to travel? In picture A, a woman appears to be traveling by herself.While people in picture B are traveling with a group. When traveling alone, people need to plan their trip without the help of travel agencies. However, they can decide where they want to go and appreciate attractions at their own pace. As for traveling with a group, it may be convenient for some people, but they may lose the opportunity to spend their time and money.on what they actually enjoy. As for me, I like to travel by myself. Since I don't travel frequently, I want to seize every opportunity to focus on things that interest me the most. In addition, if I come across hidden gems during my trip, traveling by myself allows me the flexibility to make sudden changes to my schedule.In conclusion, traveling by myself will always be my top choice.
Well, whenever you have this kind of composition, you will be shown a picture or a drawing of something. You should think about what are you going to write about. The chances are you have some natural questions in your mind about the picture.Maybe you don't know everything that's going on, but you might imagine something you can say about it. Let's look at the left picture first. The first thing I notice is there's a girl or a young woman. She seems to be alone, and she's carrying on her back what looks to be a movable bed. It is almost like a long blanket, but it has a hole, not a hole, it comes in 2 parts. It can open up, you can slide inside and cover it back up. We call that a sleeping bag. That's what it looks like to me anyway. In her other hand, because she's a modern girl, she has what looks to be a cell phone. I've never seen a young person without a cell phone.
Yeah.And
she's wearing a hat, and she's looking at, if you look in the back, what is she looking at? It looks like a board with figures on it, names and maybe times or something like that. So it means to me she is probably in some kind of travel station, a bus station, a train station, maybe an airport, and she's maybe checking to find out when her next trip, when her next type of transportation is going to leave this place and take her to where she wants to go.
没错，所以我们现在老师呢，先带着我们看左边的第一张图，图 A， 好，就是这个 Picture A 的部分。你会看到这个人呢，哦，原来是一个女孩子，好像看起来是独自旅行嘛。所以在这边的话，你会看到说她背上背的一些东西啊，她手里拿着这个手机，她可能在确认她当时的班表，可能是在这个火车站 或者是飞机这个机场，好，这个地方去看这个班表等等。所以左边这张图呢，它就是属于那种你是单独自助旅行的一个代表图案。那我们来看一下右边这张图好了，请老师跟我们说一下右边这张图你看到什么东西呢
？B.
B, yes.
We have a group of people now. It's not a single person. There is a woman, I think she has a microphone. It is an electronic device to make your voice louder. You know, you've seen one, you probably used one by now. And there are other people around here, 4, maybe more, and they're looking at her and probably paying attention to what she's saying. And she's carrying not a backpack or a sleeping bag, but a bag from a store. She's gone shopping. So I would guess from this that either it's 5 family members, not husband and wife and 3 children, but cousins and aunts and uncles, or maybe people who work together. So it's an adult group, and adults usually travel, or very often travel, in groups that are planned by a tour agency, a tourist agency. And maybe she is the tour guide because she has I don't think she's singing. I think she's maybe telling them, okay, we just did that, and now we're going to a restaurant for dinner. Please, walk closely, don't leave the group, ... And that's what I would write about if I saw this picture.
没错，所以这边的话，我们在右边这张图B 的部分，我们看到说，有一个人拿着麦克风，然后旁边有围绕的其他的人。老实说呢，要么这可能是那种大家族旅行，不会说是什么爸爸妈妈带小孩，不是，可能是那种叔叔伯伯阿姨都在一个地方，或者是呢参加了一个旅行团哦。然后这边这个拿着这个麦克风这个女士呢，很有可能说不定就是导游，好带着大家说，我们接下来刚刚看完什么行程，接下来大家去餐厅等等。所以右边这张图比较偏向是旅行团，你是跟团的一个代表。好了，我们先有这样的概念，脑中有一些想法之后，我们再来进入到我们的这个文章主题就非常非常清楚了。我们来先看一下第一句话的部分吧。
In picture A, a woman appears to be traveling by herself, while people in picture B are traveling with a group. I guess that she would be by herself as well, because you wouldn't take a sleeping bag with you rolled up and carrying it on your back if you were with a tour group, because they always stay in a hotel. So it looks like she is traveling by herself.
没错，所以在这里的话呢，我们先看到一件事情，就是第一句话，我们一定先去比较2个图之间的差异，先帮这2张图呢去下一个标签。所以在这里看到 in picture A, a woman appears to be traveling by herself。我们在 A 图里面看到有一个女士，她独自的去旅行。While， 好，这个地方帮我把 while 圈起来。当你用到 while 这个连接词的时候，通常是在去比较2件事情的差异，去做对比。While people in picture B， 在 B 图里面的人们呢 are traveling with a group。好，先把这2张图，在还没有进入细节之前，先把2张图最大差异点出来。好，左边的人这是单独旅行的女孩，右边的呢是跟团旅行的人们，这2种不同的方式先呈现出来。
Okay, shall we go ahead?
Yes.
When traveling alone is by yourself without any other person with you. People need to plan their trip without the help of travel agencies. And I mentioned earlier for picture B, the woman looks like a tour guide. She works in a travel agency whose business it is to arrange trips for people. Very often groups of people, sometimes very large groups of people, whether it's a few days or many days, whether it's one country or several, it doesn't matter. That's the business of a travel agency.
没错。好，接下来我们要去讲这个 A 图跟 B 图的一些细节了。我们先讲 A 图这个独自旅行的女生哦。她说 When traveling alone， 好，先讲这种形态。当你一个人去旅行的时候呢 ，people need to plan their trip without the help of travel agencies。老师在前面在看这个图的时候，就有提到 travel agencies 这样的概念，就是旅行社。当你今天独自旅行的时候，你要做的事情就是你自己要去规划行程，而没有任何的这个旅行社会帮你嘛，对不对？好，这是必要知道的事情。
However, they can decide where they want to go and appreciate attractions at their own pace. If you travel by yourself, you know what you want to do, you know where you want to go and where you don't want to go. So you have complete freedom. Sometimes it's difficult if you don't know the language of the country you're in. If you're very brave, you can try to communicate with others and probably you won't run into any big problems. But you can then choose, I want to do these 3 things today, and maybe in the morning here, and then I'll have lunch early afternoon. I'll just see a little of this. But at night, I'm going to that big garden party that I heard about and spend a few hours there. Whatever you want to do, you can plan to do.
没错，所以在这里的话，你会看到第二句话告诉你说 however， 所以这个 however 一定是个转折。如果说今天你在讲到一种这种形态，一种旅行形态的时候，你一定会去盘点它的优缺点嘛。于是呢，他就告诉你说，前面是叫做当你一个人的时候，你必须要先安排好行程，没有任何旅行社会帮你，这是你比较需要费力的部分。但好处是什么呢 ？However， 他后面会讲的 ，They can decide whether they want to go。好，他们想去哪就可以去哪，自己安排嘛。And appreciate attractions at their own pace。如果说今天提到 attractions， 指的就是旅行的一个景点，观光景点叫做 attractions。At their own pace， 就是用到他们自己喜欢的步调。如果说今天到罗浮宫去，发现哇，我好喜欢这个地方啊。如果说今天你是跟团的话，你可能就表定好2小时后这边见。可是你今天要待1个下午、1个晚上，随便你，你可以按照自己的步调去做事。你可以说 at your own pace， 用这种方式去表达。所以这里的话，好处是什么呢？好处就是他们可以自己决定要去哪里，而且呢，可以按照他们自己喜欢的步调跟节奏去看这些重要的景点。
As for traveling with a group,It may be convenient for some people, but they may lose the opportunity to spend their time and money on what they actually enjoy. And that's really what he was getting at in his description of this. With a group, you have to do what the group does. In fact, you have to do what the tour guide wants or expects to do, whether you like it or not. So there's a lot of freedom with traveling alone, and yet it could be dangerous. You might get sick and there's no one to take care of you. There could be some problems that you would not have with a group if you travel alone.
没错，所以在这里的话呢，他现在从 travel alone 这个地方慢慢转向到说，如果你跟团的话，还有什么好处跟坏处？这种考题多半都是你要先去陈列两种不同方式的差异。各自的优缺点，然后第二段去讲你自己本身喜欢哪一种。那这边的话，我们看到 to B 的部分，他说 ，As for traveling with a group， 如果你今天是跟团的话呢 ，it may be convenient for some people。对某些人来说，哇，我只要脑袋放空就好了。好，上车那个睡觉，下车尿尿，晚上呢唱 KTV 呱呱叫，有没有？就是很轻松无脑行程，是很方便，没有错。但是怎么样？他说 ，But they may lose the opportunity， 他们也许会错失了一些机会 to spend their time and money on what they actually enjoy。如果说今天像我本身，我很喜欢看很多不同的景点，但如果跟团的话，可能会带你去 shopping， 我就没有那么喜欢 shopping 的行程，那对我来说，时间精力就是浪费掉了。所以这边这句话就说了 ，may lose the opportunity。To spend their time and money， 把钱跟时间花在 on what they actually enjoy。所以这个 spend time and money on something 这种用法的话，也是常常可以看得到的哦。
Okay, let's go on to our next section.OK，
我们来看看第二段的部分吧。所以第二段部分在讲到的东西呢，就是在讲自己的偏好。 自己到底对这两种的这种不同的旅行方式的想法是什么。第一个，你一定会先提出你的立场，说哦，我比较喜欢某一种，然后在过往的经验当中，因为这样它能给我什么？虽然说呢，可能自己做这件事情很辛苦，但是我又能怎样？自己的这种取舍、偏好，还有它的细节，是我们这一段要表达的内容。我们来看一下第一句话。
As for me, so in my opinion, I like to travel by myself. This is a person who would prefer to travel alone rather than with a group.
OK， 所以他告诉你了 ，As for me， 至于我呢 ，I like to travel by myself。我在看这篇文章的时候，我觉得，我也是这样，我也喜欢自己去挑战，对不对？后来我偷偷问了一下 Bruce 老师，说，老师的话，如果是你的话，您喜欢跟团呢，还是自助旅行呢？那老师也说，我喜欢挑战，我喜欢自助旅行。对，在这里的话呢，你第一句话你会先告诉你这两种你喜欢哪一种 ，You take a stance， 你选择一个立场去开始去拓展，说你对这件事情的看法。所以在第一句话里面 ，I like to travel by myself， 意思就是我选择自助旅行，这是我的立场跟立论的这个最主要的观点。
Since I don't travel frequently, I don't travel often very much.I want to seize every opportunity to focus on things that interest me the most. Seize every opportunity means to take the chance to do something or make an opportunity for yourself. Hope that you can do the things that you want to do while traveling alone. Because I want to spend most of my time looking at or learning about things that interest me, not necessarily the group. And in this way, I can learn more. It will be an unforgettable trip. And sometimes if your tour guide is a rather boring speaker, you will feel like going to sleep instead of paying attention.
没有错，没有错。所以在这边的话呢，你看到后面他告诉你了 ，Since I don't travel frequently， 因为呢我不常去旅行嘛，所以既然要旅行，一定要玩个痛快，对不对？这个 since 的话本身就是 because 的意思。好，在这里的话你会知道说为什么你提出一个立论，我喜欢自助旅行，你要告诉我原因，下面就会告诉你原因说我不常旅行 ，I want to seize.Every opportunity. Seize 本身就是抓住、把握。有的时候你会常常听到人讲 seize the day, carpe diem, right? 意思就是指你要去抓住你每个能够好好享乐的、好好去享受生活的这种机会嘛。To focus on things that interest me the most， 去专注在我最感兴趣的部分。所以你会注意到他这边所讲的立论，一定跟第一段他提到的这个主题有一点关联，有点呼应感。这也是在写作的时候需要特别注意的小地方哦。好，所以知道这个概念之后，我们继续往下看。所以第一个观点，他觉得说，因为我不常旅行，所以我要把握机会去看我想看的东西。那接下来他可能提出的第二个观点了。
In addition, if I come across hidden gems during my trip, traveling by myself allows me the flexibility to make sudden changes to my schedule. In addition, furthermore,moreover, also, we have lots of ways to say that idea in English. If I come across hidden gems during my trip, to come across is to see something or experience something that you did not plan to. You happened to see it, or you happened to have the chance to do it, and you took it. Hidden gems. A gem is a stone of great beauty. Diamond, you all know, but there are also rubies and sapphires. These are also gems. And a gem represents something very valuable, very beautiful, and unforgettable. And if they are hidden, it means you didn't know they were there. This is a complete and happy surprise for you if you find a place or maybe a restaurant or some experience swimming in an area if it's in the summer and it's just so beautiful you want to go back. That would be a hidden gem. You didn't know about it before you left, and during your trip, traveling by yourself will allow you It gives you the opportunity, it gives you the chance, and the flexibility, which means you can change. Tomorrow morning I think I'll go to the city park. I hear it's beautiful. Tomorrow morning you go to the city park and you think, oh, it's not bad, but I would rather go to the seashore. And then you can change your plan. You can be flexible. You can make sudden changes, even during the same time of day. First in the morning you went to this place, but it wasn't really that interesting after all, so you change your mind. You are flexible, and you'll do something else, and according to your own schedule, how much time you want to spend in each place, or how much time you want to spend traveling from one place to another.
没错，所以这里的话，我们要特别注意的几种重要的关键就是，第一个呢，就是你要先知道说 in addition， 把它画起来。像这种转折词 transitions 这种使用的话，其实在文章里很重要。你要让你的读者知道说，你要换第二个论点了。in addition， 老师刚才还特别提了其他的像 furthermore、moreover、also 这些很多的用法嘛。然后知道第二个论点出来之后 ，if I come across hidden gems，hidden gems 其实就是指那种别人不晓得，你自己也没有料到你会碰到的秘境，或者很多隐藏起来的好地方 ，OK， 在这种情况下，你可以用 hidden gems 来表达这样的概念。如果你不小心碰到了一些鲜为人知的这种好地方，好，你有非常非常棒的这种经验呢。好 ，during my trip traveling by myself， 那如果说我今天碰到好地方了，原本只安排1个小时，不行，我觉得我在这边要待更久一点，我要待3个小时。你有没有这样子的空间跟自由呢？有的，他就说 traveling by myself。allows me the flexibility to make sudden changes to my schedule. 所以这边所讲的这个重要的这句话呢，其实就是对应到前面第一段的 at their own pace。他前面所提到这个概念，他用细节去描述说，如果你碰到一个好地方，你真的想久待，可不可以？可以，你有这样的 flexibility， 这样的弹性去修改你的行程。这就是我喜欢 I like to travel by myself 的原因，所以这是它第2个原因。最后讲完2个原因之后，我们要讲结论咯。
In conclusion, finally, in summation, but I don't think we'll use that. That's for technical writing. Anyway, in conclusion is at last, finally, traveling by myself, traveling alone, will always be my top choice, means my first choice or my best choice.
没错，所以最后告诉我们结论就是什么呢？好，这种自助旅行，好，独自旅行呢 will always be my top choice, first choice, best choice， 都是绝对是我的首选，我才不要跟团呢。好，最后他们去把最后这个结论把它讲清楚，来去讲到说 I like to travel by myself 这样的观念再强化一次，这就是写作的技巧咯。那以上呢就是我们今天所介绍的内容。下次去旅行的时候，不妨去看一下这边，你慢慢去想说你喜欢哪一种，然后把这次的旅行，也许以后你有机会去描述细节，就可以用到了。OK， 我们下次见喽，拜拜。